Welcome back to FireTech Talk. This is part 2 of our public safety series with Charles Sanford from Pye Barker Fire and Safety. When you bring a new hire in as a technician for extinguisher, say, or pre-engineered systems, what do the first 2 or 3 years look like from an education, training, and on-the-job training? Is there a program or a standard process you put into place? Can you kind of describe what that looks like?
Most of our technicians are pre-experienced, so they already have certifications. Whether that certification is manufacturer's certs or ICC certifications or NICET, we try to bring them on with experience, and then once they change companies, that manufacturer certification needs to be transferred from one company to another. So we will put them back through that training as well as the mentor. We put a new hire with a senior technician as a mentor, and they work together closely, and when the senior technician feels that that new employee is ready to be released on his own, then he lets the manager know and goes from there.
As a follow-up to that question, there are many safety issues that a technician might encounter on a day-to-day basis. For example, vehicle safety, ladder safety, or working with pressurized equipment. Can you share with us how you address some of these safety issues?
Certainly. We send out monthly safety topics to all the branches. They have a topic and a roster that they complete and then send the roster back to me. The topics range anywhere from ladder safety to driving, special hazards that we may encounter in some facilities, such as anhydrous ammonia, confined space, anything like that.
So kind of be proactive in reviewing topics that are relevant to any hazard they might face, so that way they're not making decisions without the necessary knowledge.
Correct. And certain industries have specialized hazards. Food processing facilities, for example, use a lot of anhydrous ammonia for refrigeration.
Okay, so if a technician was going to be working in a lot of those types of facilities, then that would be something specific you would address.
Correct. They would need some awareness level training.
Okay, makes sense. Kind of going specific to driving, I think that's something that maybe is easy to take for granted, but technicians spend a lot of time, behind the wheel. What are some specific protocols or rules and procedures that you have in place or recommend to be put in place to keep technicians safe on the road?
We try to stress driving defensively. Anticipate what the other driver may do, and drive ahead of yourself, look farther down the road, and look around, and try to always leave yourself an out if something happens. And definitely a zero hands-free policy. Try to stress the hands-free policy. Okay. No cell phone use, no texting.
Okay, yeah, that's important. Well, Charles, this has been a wonderful session. Thank you for sharing your time and your experience with us. We really appreciate it.
Well, certainly. Glad to be here and glad to help.
Great. This has been FireTech Talk. Thank you everyone who's been watching. We hope you enjoyed it and found it educational and useful.